I don't know. But anyways, with all that being said, let's actually, let's skedaddle. Let's see what Dr. Phil has in store for us today.
I got in trouble last year because my mom found my boyfriend in my closet at 2 in the morning. I think I was just doing what every teenager does. Drinking and trying new stuff. I was not very wild. I was just like a normal teenager.
Oh yeah. She's definitely been watching way too many of those super fake high school party movies where all the students look like they're in their late 20s. The guys are all jacked and look like they work out 24/7. The girls are all acne free and look like they all just came out of a Hollister ad. All the students get shit-faced every other day, and the parents in those movies, for some reason, all don't give a shit about their kids, boyfriends or girlfriends sleeping over at their houses on the regular. I blame those movies for making teenagers think that in this day and age that's how every teenager's life is, when in reality, it's almost always the complete opposite.
My mom is very strict. If I want to hang out with a boy, she has to know the boy before I can hang out with him. And I'm not supposed to drink, I'm not supposed to do drugs, and not date anyone like super old.
Wait, how is that even strict? Isn't that literally like what every parent wants their kids to not do? Drink, do drugs, and date people who are considered ancient history in comparison to you? I mean, I just honestly don't see how any of that is considered strict. And in fact, I think it's pretty lenient, to be honest, because at least she allows you to have some sort of freedom with friends, a boyfriend that she has to approve of. I mean, in comparison to you, some kids are out here while living under their parents' roof. They can't even go down the block to grab a bottle of Coke and a slice of pizza without the fear of getting grounded or getting in trouble, much less having a boyfriend come over at 3 a.m. in the morning to do you know what. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, she honestly just doesn't know how lucky she is.
She found out I was sexually active and then made me wear a pregnancy suit. It was like you were like 9 months pregnant. It added like 40 pounds and you had like the boobs and everything. It wasn't fun.
Well, yeah, obviously getting pregnant at the age of 16 and getting your body destroyed by a baby when you yourself aren't even fully developed yet isn't gonna be fun. And that's what your mom is clearly trying to teach you. I mean, imagine being a sophomore, 10th grade in high school. You don't have a job, you barely know how to cook or wash your own clothes. You gotta get your mom to bring you to soccer practice every day after school and bring you to the doctor when you're feeling a little sick. You can barely survive without her looking after you. But then, knowing all that, you have the audacity to sneak your boyfriend into your room at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And mind you, her boyfriend was like 20, 21 years old at this point in time.
That her 20-year-old boyfriend, man, so whatever you want to call him, that was at my house at 2:30 in the morning.
And you have him all up in your room doing all kinds of unchristian-like acts that our Lord and Savior, Dr. Phil, would not approve of. Like,
in February of 2018, I found out Emma was sexually active.
And
Emma did not have a regular boyfriend, so it was very hard to hear. So I decided that we would rent a pregnancy suit. We went out to the mall. Emma was mortified.
hey, yo, whoa, hold up. So you're telling me that as soon as her mom found out that her daughter was getting it in with some random dude that she doesn't even know, that she didn't decide to ground her, take away her phone, internet access, or even, and I don't recommend doing this at all to your kids, whip out the belt and start going ham on that ass like white on rice? Instead of the mom taking any of those options, she actually decided to get her daughter a pregnancy suit instead. That, honestly, is one of the most creative ways of going about trying to punish your kid while simultaneously teaching them about the possibilities of having kids while still being a kid. Holy shit. Mind blown.
My daughter's boyfriend was 17. I later found out that he was 20.
And the plot thickens.
One night, my boyfriend wanted to come over after work, and so I snuck him in while my mom was sleeping. When she woke up, I just heard her knocking on the door, and my first reaction was like, go to the closet. At that point, I was freaking out.
For all my viewers watching this video right now, I think you guys are thinking exactly what I'm thinking right now. Emma was up at 3 a.m. in the morning doing something with someone that she wasn't supposed to be doing at all. But who knows? I could be wrong, and Emma could have just been up pulling an all-nighter by drinking a 6-pack of Red Bull and, studying for her AP history test in the morning. Or not.
So I said, let me in. And then I walked over to the closet. And when I opened it, I was startled to see Emma's boyfriend.
The look on that woman's face says it all. Because not only does it look like she's highly disappointed, but it also looks like she's seen this one coming from a mile away. I mean, the mom had to know that if her daughter had the audacity to be dating a 20-year-old guy at the age of 16, and that her daughter's friends are all pretty much crackheads, that something like this was bound to happen. And also, why is a 20-year-old dude dating a 16-year-old girl in the first place? place? Like clearly this guy's out here trying to catch a case over a girl who's in like the 10th grade. Like, is jail really worth the risk over a girl who probably doesn't even know how to pay her own bills, drive a car, or even tie her own shoes? But, you know, we're not gonna have that conversation. Anyways, after the mom caught her daughter's 20-year-old boyfriend in her closet that night, the following morning, after she tied her daughter up, waterboarded her, and started interrogating her. Alright, so obviously none of that actually happened because she would have went to jail for child abuse, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what the mom wanted to do as soon as she found out that the 20-year-old boyfriend has been sneaking into the house for about 2 weeks without her knowledge. But yeah, the following morning, within the midst of her rage, the mom picked up her daughter's phone, logged into her daughter's Snapchat, and sent out a little public service announcement to all her daughter's friends.
Everybody that's on Emma's new Snap and covering for her, guess what? At 2:30 this morning, I found in her closet. So unless each of you want me to come after y'all and go to your parents and tell them that y'all are doing, you better back the off. My kid's not going down. She's not going to be found dead in a ditch. She's not going to be on drugs like half of y'all are. I'm over it. Anybody that's had any knowledge that isn't texting my phone right now and telling me about it, you all better look out. I mean, you all are the dumbest bitches I've ever met in my whole life. I don't understand. You all think you're lined with gold and you can just go out and do whatever you want to do?
So, yeah, Karen really just went off. Like, she got up there on Snapchat in front of millions of people to send shots one by one to all her daughter's little friends, who, if I'm being honest, were never really her friends to begin with, because real friends who genuinely care about your well-being don't influence you to end up doing shit like what Emma is doing. They let you know when you're fucking up and try to talk to you about doing things differently instead of instigating and condoning negative shit. But obviously in today's day and age, the word friendship has lost all of its meaning and is now just a bunch of people who hang out together, but deep down inside, they all know that they don't really like each other, but still decide to keep each other company because they're all afraid to be that one weirdo without any friends whatsoever. But in all honesty, who gives a fuck? I'd rather be alone without any friends whatsoever, knowing that I've got my back, rather than being friends with people who I know are just waiting for me to turn around just so that they could stab me in it. But again, we're not gonna have that conversation. But anyways, not too long after Karen went on an out-of-control stampede on her daughter's Snapchat, that video that she recorded and posted, it went viral. And I'm 100% sure at least one of you remembers when it did. And you already know when something or someone goes viral over some crazy shit. Dr. Phil, he's ready to have that person on speed dial, contracts ready, interview ready, you know, the whole 9 yards, so that he can get them on the show as fast as possible. You know, faster than it takes the light from the sun to reach his bald head and bounce back up into the sky. My man is out here making moves, and I can't blame him.
So, you were irritable.
Yes, Dr. Phil, I was a little irritable that day. What had happened was she was hanging out with these girls. In order for them to hang out with her again, they had called me, like one of them called me on the phone and said, you know, we made a bad decision, we won't do that anymore. I will, you know, let you know if she starts making bad decisions, things like that.
Teenage girls in today's current generation telling you that they'll call you if your daughter gets into any trouble, does something bad or does some illegal stuff, and you actually believed them. And especially after you found some 20-year-old man in your daughter's closet at 3 a.m. in the morning doing what everybody knows what they were doing, and you still believed that they wouldn't up again?
That other girl wanted so badly to hang out with Emma again that she FaceTimed me and told me she was sorry. She wouldn't let Emma, you know.
Like, am I living in some kind of alternate timeline where parents are now starting to believe the obvious lies that come out of every teenager's mouth when they say, Mom, I promise I won't do that again? Like, what? Oh man, like there's no way in hell that anyone can be that dumb. Like you gotta know that they're lying, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video. What do you think about Emma? What do you think about the mom? This video came out like a year ago. So I don't need anybody in the comments to say, hey Destiny, this video didn't come out this year. Oh, this is so old. Yeah, I don't care. Like, there isn't a time limit for me to talk about a video, so fuck off. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dr. Destiny. That's pretty much going to be my name for every social media website unless I say otherwise. So anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll catch you guys in the next one.